What's wrong with you? Mom?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2024 comedy Brothers. The film is directed by Max Barbakow and it stars Josh Brolin, Peter Dinklage, we have M. Emmett Walsh, Brendan Fraser and Glenn Close. Right, the film follows two career criminals, really. They are brothers. They are twin brothers. We have JD, played by Peter Dinklage, and Moke, played by Josh Brolin. Now, you see them a little bit when they're a bit younger. You meet their mother, who is played by Glenn Close, later in the film. She goes on the run with some emeralds when they're still teenagers, really. And the film then jumps 30 years later. Peter Dinklage is sent to jail for a robbery. And upon release, he hits up on his brother, his twin brother, Moke, who is trying to make a life for himself. He has got a partner. They've got a baby on the way. He's trying to live a straight life. However, Peter Dinklage's character is not happy with that. He's got a scheme for them to team up with their mum in order to search for the emeralds that were lost all them years previously. However, Brendan Fraser's Farfel, a corrupt prison officer, is right on their tails. Right. What are my thoughts on Brothers? I saw the trailer for this one a few weeks ago, and I'm not going to lie, the trailer itself made me laugh out loud. I thought there was some really funny comedy moments in the trailer, so I was quite looking forward to checking this one out. And now that I have to say that I definitely found this quite entertaining. It is not maybe as good as I'd hoped. But there are definitely a lot of high points in this film. It really, in a lot of ways, feels like a remake of Twins, the Schwarzenegger-Danny DeVito vehicle back in the 80s. You've got, obviously, Peter Dinklage being the Danny DeVito character. You've got Josh Brolin playing the Schwarzenegger character. Peter Dinklage's character is like a career criminal. Josh Brolin's character is trying to, he's got a good heart. He's trying to do the right things. And they kind of go on a road trip in order to track down their mother, really, essentially. So there's a lot of Twins vibe with this film. It's not as good as Twins, I'll say that straight off the bat. But it is definitely worth watching. There are, as I've said, there are some strong moments in this film that will definitely get you giggling. They certainly did me. Comedy is always subjective. I say this every time I review a comedy because what makes me laugh won't necessarily make you laugh. But there's quite a lot here, I think, that'll tickle most people's sense of humour. We also have some brilliant performances by everybody involved. I really do have to tip my hat to Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin. I mean, they're both brilliant actors anyway, but they've got great chemistry here. I mean, they really have fabulous chemistry in this film as these twin brothers constantly kind of bickering, but you can sense there's a deep love and respect for each other. It just works really, really well. And Josh Brolin, especially, I thought was, outstanding at times here because he's playing against type in many ways. He's kind of playing like the dumber character here, and the simpler character here. But he does it so well. He gives the character such a lot of heart. It's really endearing, and it's really fun to see the interactions between the two of them. And then you've got a supporting cast here of Marisa Tomei, who makes an appearance here, who is just always a joy, and she is definitely a lot of fun here as well in this film. You've got Glenn Close playing the career criminal mother, who kind of went on the run 30 years previously. What else can you say about Glenn Close at this point in her career? No performance is surprising from her, and if you like, she just nails it, whether it's horror, whether it's drama, whether it's comedy. She's always on point, and she is again here as their mother. And then, for me, possibly the highlight of the film was Brendan Fraser as Farfel, as this hulking, corrupt prison officer who arranges Peter Dinklage's character JD's release from prison early in order for him to get a cut of these diamonds, these emeralds that Dinklage has promised him. And he is determined to get his payout. So he puts in a fabulous performance here. I mean, we've seen Brendan Fraser's comedy chops before in films a few times, and he nails it. It really nails it here as this dumbass prison officer who is, well, he's just funny. There's a scene in the trailer where he, and obviously it's in the film as well, but this is kind of what made me want to watch the film. There's a scene in the trailer where the brothers, the twins in the back, are arguing at the back of a car, back of Brendan Fraser's car, and he just turns around and just yells at the top of his voice, "I am vengeance," and then he gets a kick in the face and goes off, gets knocked off the road. It's silly slapstick stuff, but it's also quite funny as well. And there is an orangutan scene here that's a bit left field, I suppose. I don't know if the film needed it, but it's definitely different, and it'll definitely raise a smile. And how Josh Brolin never filmed this scene that he does with this orangutan without kind of corpsing, I just don't know. But it's a bit mad. But, you know, it works. It's a comedy. It does its job. It's got a lot of high points. Some of the more, I don't know, brotherly stuff, you know, when they're sitting and chatting about brotherly stuff, slows it down a bit. The whole Josh Brolin's character kind of ringing home, trying to, you know, make peace with his partner who's pregnant and her in-laws that hate him. You know, it's an age-old, overused kind of trope in movies like this, and I don't necessarily think the film needed it. He needed the partner and the baby on the way to kind of ground him and, you know, show that he's turning over a new leaf. But there are other aspects I just don't think the film needed. I think it probably could have had a little bit trimmed off it to kind of make it a bit sharper. But overall, I thought this was an entertaining time, and I did definitely enjoy my time with it. I will be watching it again. I'm going to recommend watching it one night with my wife. I think she'd probably quite enjoy this one as well. So yeah, give it a go, guys. There's a lot of fine performances here, and I suspect there'll be at least couple of things in the film that will raise a chuckle, if nothing else. So thanks for joining me for this review. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it useful. I will, of course, be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.